And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. So with Rhodes on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. They've got Jackson. Jimmy Butler is out there with Alex Caruso. Then there's Payton. And it's Ware in at the power forward. For Jaden Ivey, the offense, Brent, looks great. Defensively, though, there's a lot to improve on.
Sometimes as an individual defender, you can look worse because the team defense isn't there. And so there's been sort of this reflective quality about that. But for Jaden to take on or take the next step, certainly defensively, with all of that athletic ability, he could be elite on that end of the floor.
Here's Ivey. Shoots over Caruso. It's blocked. Payton against Green. Reed with the steal. Here's Ivey. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Ivey's got it all tied up now for the Pistons.
Oh, how about the quick thinking by Ivey? I love when he goes right at it with the shot.
Butler, no good.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looked like plenty of room.
Jacks up a three. Miami grabs the miss. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Yeah, in that game, the offense was firing on all cylinders, partly because the other team's defense was a no-show.
Yeah, with the defense struggling like that, I think they just stayed with a healthy, consistent pace to get that win.
Stewart passes to Cunningham. Nice ball movement by Detroit. 6 on the shot clock. Over in the corner, Green. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Miami's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. 3 on 3. Here's Ivey. Stewart with it. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Here's Reed. It's deflected, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Rose, he's checked in for Gary Payton. Harris is checked in for Detroit. The Heat with the lead. Baseline try. It's hauled in by Stewart.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
The kick out to Cunningham. Pass to Ivey. Detroit, no good that time either.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
Now here's Butler. Lets the three fly. From deep, Jimmy Butler!
I don't think there's a moment on the floor that Jimmy Butler does not feel the utmost confidence.
Cunningham looking it over. Stewart with the screen on Butler. Inside. And the dunk by Stewart.
Stewart in the pick and roll is going to give you 2 things you like. One is a physical screen, and then second, a quick roller into position.
One thing you can pretty much count on with the Heat, Brent Barry, they're going to grind it out.
Yeah, this team has always been built around tenacity and toughness, even with the big...
Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated. For a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting it.
The previous play is under review.
To determine
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Some changes here for the Heat. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Rose. And Chris Paul's subbed in for Butler. Harris passes to Thompson. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Thompson's got the game tied up here for the Pistons.
If he develops a consistent three-point shot in his first few years, Thompson's going to be scary.
And they double up Jackson. Pass to Caruso. Paul for three. They get the rebound. Here's Green. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. And the Heat lead by 2. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Impressive to see them on the road just step up and have that kind of offensive performance.
To the paint. Looking for Ivy, and he gets it there.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up. And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Here's Cunningham. A 23-point game for him in the win against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
Yeah, but all around offensively, the performance was great. He knew when he had it going, but he also knew he could get other guys going. So his passing right up there on the level with his scoring in that one.
And what strikes me about Cade Cunningham is he's still growing. He's still capable of doing more on the floor. And he has the work ethic and attitude to make those improvements and become a real factor on the floor.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
And to me, Draymond Green really embodies the idea of a high IQ player. He can read the opposition, predict where a play is going, and those instincts aren't something that can be easily taught to anyone.
Marching our way, Brent, toward the end of the season. What are members of the front offices doing right? Right now.
Well, rosters are set, Kevin. I mean, this is what you got. You're not going to add anybody else. There's no added shooting. You're not going to get the tough rebounder guy. You've got to dig in and understand and define the roles for what these guys can do for your team moving forward. You could be leaning on your starters more and playing them heavy minutes because you're seizing the opportunity to get into a position to play playoff basketball.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Tobias Harris, over the course of his career, has played a lot at both forward positions. He says, I'm comfortable playing both of them. I'm not big on the position thing. I'm versatile. Kevin, he's just a basketball player and a very, very good one.
I would agree, David. I know you like him. We like him as well. A very skilled one at that. Thank you very much. And Paul gets it to go in.
Chris Paul knowing to go straight up with that shot. Smart play from him.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
On the wing, Thompson from the arc. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
And they continue to control the glass.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. Sends Chris Paul to the free throw line. It goes on Jaden Ivey. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
They're controlling the pace of this game, pushing the ball up court and getting good looks in early offense.
They've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
Cunningham outside. Jaren sets the screen for Cunningham.
He just doesn't seem to have it here in the second quarter.
No good again that time. Caruso, the pass to Green. And now the Pistons fast break. Here's Thompson and the rejection by Jackson. Good ball movement here by Miami. Pass to Cunningham, over Paul. And the rejection by Jackson.
Starting to fade itself, huh?
We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Harris with it. Chris Paul covering. Out to Thompson from past the arc. It's good from long range. Thompson's got 8 points.
Defensively, you have to live with Thompson making those, because if you get up too close at the arc, Ahmed will blow right by you.
Down low. Out to Thompson from downtown. The shot, no good. And so it's Miami holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Got a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, how does the defense you're playing impact your offense?
It just energizes us. We have an ignitable group, and that's how we play. So we have to continue to stay the course and try to keep them off the two-point line as best as we can.
Yeah, those runouts get your guys going. Thanks a lot, Spo. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And get ready for the half-court shot draw. They're thinking about the shot. Oh, let's hear it for our contestant.
Hey everybody, halftime is upon us, and the scoreboard showing a deficit for the Detroit Pistons.
They haven't been close with some of these threes. Does the rim look like it's moving to them? I mean, seriously. It looks like it's multiple rims out there.
Aim for the middle one. At least that's what I've been told. Okay, now we've got some time to take a look at the Eastern Conference standings as the postseason comes into view.
I think for Detroit, they've been just solid at times, and at other times they've been awesome. Fun team to watch when everything's in sync. Are they a true championship contender? We'll see.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. We are seeing a tremendous game from Jimmy Butler.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
You want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Taking a look at San Antonio. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And you know, for the Heat, they've taken this ride all the way down the stretch. Few people thought they could maintain this astonishing display of dominance.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He wants to talk to his guys. A moment here now to see the numbers for Asar Thompson. And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. While we have a break in the action, now let's check out the league's best shooting teams. Number 1, the Heat.
Are just tremendously disciplined offensively, always looking for the best possible shot. That's how they've gotten that field goal percentage to skyrocket.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
And while we have a chance, how about the numbers for Butler? He's putting up about 21 points per 11 rebounds and 6 assists. And he really anchors them defensively with that tenacious play on that side of the ball.
He loves to get up into the uniform of his opposition and make you work for everything that you get offensively.
And here is Paul. Here's who Chauncey Billups will start the second half with. Inside for him, it's Harris and Duren. Thompson is out there with Cunningham. And it's Thompson in at the 3 side. He can't hit.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
Here's Butler, and Thompson sends it back.
He has the potential to be an elite NBA defender for a long time. Thompson can guard anybody.
Looking to get back on track here. Cunningham's shot is off. The Heat leading by 8. Outside Rose. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Over the course of a season, each team takes on a certain personality. Brent, do coaches try to shape that personality based on their roster?
Well, Kevin, it's a great question, and I think the best coaches in our league adapt to the personality of the team as it starts to formulate throughout the season. You lean in to what guys naturally are. Some success comes with that.
Cunningham, and it's in there. Cunningham's got his second basket.
Yeah, young players with these kind of moves are showing you that they're getting more patient on the inside, and Cade showed that time.
And it's Butler missing.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. Thompson's got 11.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense. Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him. Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
Here's Jackson. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the back. Harris dishes to Thompson. There's the lob to Duren. Hammers the alley-oop through.
No stopping that. Duren at his size, dominating that alley-oop.
Rose looking around. Over Thompson. Off the left rim and out. Pistons trail by 4. Cunningham outside, and they double up Cunningham. The Pistons working the ball around now. Harris's shot is off. Heat shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. And the basket by Jackson.
And he is a huge presence inside at both ends. Jackson's a great asset to have in the post.
Paul against Cunningham. On the wing, Thompson. Back to Cunningham. On the wing, Thompson. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Brent, we talk about guys on the brink of stardom. Cade Cunningham is right there.
Yeah, the two areas you'd love to see Cade improve on is just taking better shots and making plays for others. He has that instinct. Instinctually, Kevin, as a point guard at his size. But as his team grows, the appreciation for what Cade Cunningham can do on the floor, that will grow too.
The Heat making a switch here. Ware's checked in. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by.
Well, when Butler's this focused, defenders, beware.
Pistons trail by 5. Pass to Harris. He's looking for Jaren and finds him. Takes a 3. Harris misses.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And Jackson throws it down hard. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
And anytime Jackson gets near the rim, it's pretty much a done deal.
That's a 2 from Cunningham. Outside Jackson. At the elbow, Paul. Back to Jackson. Thompson with the rebound.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Miami.
They've been running away from the defense all game. I mean, loads of points here off the fast break, and the opposition just hasn't been able to adjust to that aggressive play style.
And there's been another bonus to what's happened with them tonight, and that's the offensive rebounding. They're boxing out, they're getting up extra shots. That could be a difference maker in the result.
He's just one of those veterans you can count on from the line. Harris really makes an impact from the strike.
Alex Caruso. He's checked in for Jimmy Butler. Stewart's checked in for Detroit. Pistons trail by 7. To the middle. Here's Jaren. Out to Thompson. Lets it go with a 3. It's hauled in by the Heat. Jackson's got 11 rebounds in the game. Rose with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. Caruso, no good. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. Thompson with the bucket.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And Thompson kicks to Stewart. Back to Thompson. Pass to Thompson. Fires for 3. And it's Miami with the rebound. Ware's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Nabbing another steal.
And another steal for him this year. He's been unreal defensively.
Within striking distance of the franchise record for steals in a single season.
And with his movement skills, Thompson routinely catches defenders out of position.
And so Thompson nails both of them. Here's Paul. 8 points for him. Rebounded by Cade Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 4th rebound in this one. It's good. Jackson's got 12 in the game.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Pass to Jaren. Now Thompson. Now Jaren. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Here's Rose. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
He barely missed that block right there.
Paul's got 3 assists now in this one. Cunningham against Paul. Cunningham passes to Thompson. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little... too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
And Thompson kicks to Thompson. Takes the elbow jumper and drains it. Thompson's got 8 here in the quarter.
Well, that basket must be widening out right now. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Here's Jackson. Rebound by the Pistons. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. Pistons have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
The drive. To be great is something that Cade Cunningham quietly possesses. He has all the tools to be a very special player.
And some changes here for the Heat. Luke Cornett comes in for Jackson. And it's Payton in for Paul. Then for the Pistons, Paul Reed's checked in for Jalen Duren. Josh Green comes in for Asar Thompson. And Ivy subbed in for Thompson. Here's Ivy. It's deflected.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
Miami no good on that time either. Pistons trail by 7. Pass to Cunningham. Over Payton. Cunningham's shot is off.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
It's taken away by Payton. It's stolen by Green. There's the drive. It's tipped. And it's the Heat on the break. Here's Caruso. Green with the rebound.
Dang, man. I don't know why.
Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. Great basketball.
And Ivy just so difficult to corral. Sometimes you have to foul him and hope he misses.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Did he lay an egg at the stripe in their previous game? Couldn't get anything to drop.
And he makes the first. And Ivy drops them both.
And you have to appreciate the all-out effort Jaden Ivey gives you on the court. He works so hard to find ways to get involved and prove he belongs here.
To the right side. Ware. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Ware's got...
Threes is not good. I don't know how he made it.
5 points so far.
He does so much out there to stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Heat lead by 8. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter form.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle. You can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address the team. Now, his perspective was to play like we're behind. He said, that's the energy we need right now. We haven't won anything yet. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And so it's Detroit with the ball. 8-point game. They've got Chris Paul. Jaren Jackson is out there with Alex Caruso. And there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Ware in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group in the game for the Heat.
Yeah, a natural scorer. Ivy is developing into a tremendous playmaker.
Butler passes to Jackson. From outside, off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. Heat leading by 6. Here's Butler over Green. Goes back up. And the layup by Jackson.
Well, Jackson Jr. is an efficient rebounder, and he knows to send that one right back.
Ivy, no one around him. And it's off from three-point range. Butler with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. And Jimmy Butler put together, Brent, one of the all-time playoff runs, leading the Heat to the finals in 2023.
Yeah, you don't want to live in or dwell on the past, but man, Miami being the 8th seed that year, Kevin, and with Jimmy putting up 38 a game in that first round against the Bucks. This guy earned the MVP of the Eastern Conference Finals. What a run.
And the Pistons making a change here. Stewart's checked in. .60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Again, the miss by the Pistons. The Heat leading by 10. Caruso finds Jackson, and that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Here's what Miami has lined up on their schedule. On Friday, the Houston Rockets will come into town. And then on Sunday, they'll host the Charlotte Hornets.
And for that game against the Hawks, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
On the wing, Thompson, defended by Paul. And Thompson throws it down.
And he's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Here's Butler. Butler making it happen inside.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Stewart misses.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Jackson down low, guarded by Harris. Jackson gets the bucket. Jackson's got the lead up to 14 now for Miami. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Pass to Stewart. Harris outside. The three-pointer is right on target.
Well, early in his career, defenses challenged Tobias Harris to take this shot. Now they don't want him to, for good reason.
There's a screen. Butler against Green. Lays it up and banks it in. Butler's got 26.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead. Calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. To the hoop. Oh!
That's a little something special from Jimmy Butler. There's serious elevation.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Pistons trail by 13. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Ball against Thompson, over Paul. Jimmy Butler with the rebound. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. That'll be the second of 5 straight played at home. Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we reached the fourth quarter.
And Stewart, even though he's built a little stocky, can get up off the deck, that time with a huge jam.
Butler kicks to Caruso. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
Stewart with the screen on Jackson. It's hauled in by the Heat. Ware's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Paul's shot is off. Pistons trail by 14. Now here's Thompson. Back to Green. To the inside. Goes up with it. Harris. And Ware pulls it down. Ware's got his 18th rebound here tonight. All over the place.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Ivy passes to Stewart. And it's blocked. Caruso up top. He's covered by Thompson. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
He's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an... actual game. Ball against Thompson. Ivy on the wing. To the paint. Looking for Harris. He gets it there.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Every team eventually goes through a coaching change, Brent, and how jarring is that when it happens, for instance, in midseason?
Well, Kevin, it can be pretty devastating for some teams, but for other teams, that change could be refreshing. And a lot of times, if the coach has had a longer tenure with the team, you can feel like a fish out of water with a new voice coming in.
A different look here for Detroit. Duren, he's checked in for Stewart. Asar Thompson comes in for Josh Green. And it's Cunningham in for Ivy. The Heat leading by 14. Harris with it. Chris Paul covering. Off on the layup.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Sort of reminding me of a little Ben Wallace. Action.
Players had to step up because he's out.
From his years with the Pistons, he's been that much of a force rebounding the ball.
Jackson has the open look. Cans the shot from the wing. And that's 18 points for Jaren Jackson. Pistons trail by 16. Thompson passes to Duren. Back to Thompson. Thompson with it. To the middle. Here's Duren. Nails the baby hook.
This is why Duren shoots such a high percentage. He picks those smart shots within his range.
Here's Butler driving the lane. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. The Pistons have gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. And Thompson launches it from deep. Miami grabs the miss.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more three-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
Thompson for the triple. No good. The Heat leading by 16.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Miami.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
Well, in a dominant year where we've watched this team battle night in and night out all season long, this will bring their win total to an impressive 69.
They were really smart in the use of that game plan tonight. Used it in their first two games against and taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
An idea of voter fatigue, Brent. Do you feel voters get tired of the same guy winning every single season?
Yeah, I think they do, Kevin. And it's a shame because, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years down the line, those players looking back at the statistics from any given season deserve to be the MVP or all defense. And I hope that maybe that atrophy doesn't take place this year.
Butler, the layup missed. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for Detroit. Quick shot there, and it's off target. Here's Butler. Miami no good on that time either.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
And the call. On the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Jaren Jackson.
Defense has to know Duren will not back off. He wants to get down there and be physical.
And both free throws good for Duren. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Rose kicks to Butler. For three. Rose, no good. Beasley with a clean look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Butler. That one's off. Still out of sync. And so it's the Heat winning this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Jimmy. That was a hard-nosed win for you tonight. What was the difference?
The energy in here from our fans, from us, and then we just guard it. I think whenever we guard, we're really hard to beat. We got guys that can score the baskets, but we got to continue to guard.
Hey, you shut off their water down the stretch, man. Congrats on the win. Thanks very much. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Jaren Jackson.
On the road to the playoffs. Thanks for watching. We done clinched the home court advantage throughout the playoffs. So we will see who we play. I'm going to probably simulate until then. Our team's pretty much set. Playoff time. gonna break the record. Steals in a single season. 270, 202.
I'm tossed out and I'm feeling so free. All the rounds, yeah, all the rounds on me. I'm tossed out and I'm feeling so free.